We have learned to load employee. In this video we are going to learn add, edit and delete functionality. So here you can see that edit employee and delete employee. Now I'm going to create one more. First we will design that for make a breakpoint, again make breakpoint. Now table, same going to table, then tr, then td. That is the first one is the first name, then next td will be the text box, that input type text, the name is equal to first name, id equal to txt first name. Then copy same thing for last name, this one also last name. Then next will be the department. Copy this one, department. Now all things we have added just like it, first name, this one, then second row is last name, then department, then job type, then salary, and later we will add that city, that it will be drop down. Okay, so now here I am going to add that submit button, tr, then td, one more td. Inside of td I am going to create one table, and then table will inside one tr, then td, one more td. Okay, here that input type, this one will be the button, the next will be the value, it will be like add employee. Okay, then on click it will be add employee function. Okay. Same thing, going to copy this one for reset, or here I am going to add reset employee. Just run the application, let's see how it's look like. Yeah, it's okay. That first name, last name, department, job type, salary, this one will be the drop down, we'll add later. Okay, make a column, now going to create one function, that is add employee. This one will be the add employee. Okay, now we'll add that drop down, this one, the drop down we have missed here. This drop down we are going to create. Open the employee controller, and the load time here will pass, we'll create one view bank dot cities equal to object dot cities. Okay, now going to call that HTML helper here. That will be the HTML dot drop down list. First it will be write cities, then next, and this value need to convert into select list item. That from obj in is, then select new select list item, this one will be the to list. Okay, first one will be that you can write like a text will be the obj dot name, and then value will be obj dot city id. Okay, need to convert to toString. That's it. Because that city need to convert into select list item. Now go to the here you can write like a view back dot, what's the name, cities, type card select list item, to form control. This one will be the I enumerable. Remove this one. Now run the application. Now you can see here the data is coming. Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Bokaro. Okay. Now I will create one action method, that is a add employee. To here, that is a public JSON result add update employee. Because both things I am going to do in the same action method, so call the employee view model, that employee view model, that obj employee view model. For right, return JSON data comma JSON behavior dot allow get. Now need to pass this value, this employee view model. Where is the method? Yeah. So right here, employee view model. Let's continue. It will be the employee ID equal to column do one thing, create one hidden field also. There we can bind employee ID. Is that button? Here one thing we'll do, we're going to bind one hidden field. Input type, that will be hidden. So first times it will be value will be 0. Okay. The next ID will be txt employee ID. Okay, so now I'm going to call employee ID is equal to dollar that has txt employee ID. Employee ID dot value. Next will be the first name, same like this, txt first name, and last name, now here I have added that all those fields which is one is required: employee ID, first name, last name, department, job type, salary, and city ID. Okay, now going to call $.ajax. Now async to true, type post URL, it will be employed as index, then data Json dot string fy, then employee model, then data type, it will be Json, then content type, application Json, comma char set equal to UTF-8, then success function, then data, error, then function, right here alert, add update employee. Now we'll make a breakpoint, we'll check if data is coming or not. This here, make a breakpoint. Something need to be changed up to put here HTTP post, because this one is a post, and here is that add update employee, so need to change here also that index.html. This one is the index, but you have to change into, because it's a add update employees. Now run an application. Apply, add some dummy data, add employee. Now you can see, yeah, data is coming. Okay. Now what we'll do, First, we can do that validation also, because validation is also required. So first we will do the validation. So we will check that if model state dot is valid, and make a negation if it's not valid. It means like if it's not valid, then where error list from that item in model state. Okay, where item dot value dot errors dot any errors will come, then select item dot value dot errors zero index dot error message. That will be the to list. So once the error will come, because model state, it will be checked that if it's a valid or not, because we have added that data annotation here. So once that any error will come, so it will get all those error message and it will be returned. So here we can return like return Json. First one with a new, that success is equal to false. Okay, then message equal to, sorry, success equal to false, then message equal to, there is some problem in validation. Then another one will be the error list. That error list will be this. Okay, right. Else, so what we will do, we'll create that employee object, obj employee is equal to new employee object. Okay, so obj employee dot employee id, so it will come like object view model dot employee id. So same like, otherwise we can do one more things. First we will check that if it's that employee will be exist, then otherwise it will be do, I will change this. Like this one, we'll copy this one dot employees dot single or default model dash model dot employee id equal to object employee id. If it's not, then it will be new employee. Make it break. So if you know about that link queue, then single or default means single, or if it's a single or default means that one value will be there, because we have created table that imply it is a primary key, so that will be unique only. So that's why I have written that single or default. Single or default, if it will be not exist, then it will return the null. But if I will use that single only, If its value will not there, then it will return exception. So what I am doing here, if it's a single or default, if once it will be null, then it will create the object. Okay, if it's the value is there, then it will return the value. So I'm going to assign that employee ID, that employee ID. If that employee ID is the first name, dot first name, object employee ID dot last name equal to object employee the department, object employee ID dot job type, then we'll go for object job type or job type, then salary, okay, then it will come that your city ID, it will come dot city ID. Now we'll check if one more condition we're going to write, if dot employee ID equal to 0, then it will be that, where is that? Yeah. Here dot employees dot add. So add will be this. Otherwise this one dot save changes. If it's a save changes, then again to write like a new success is equal to true, and message is equal to the message we are going to write here. We'll create one variable, and it will be string dot empty you can write, and message you can write, if it says 0, that means what, data successfully added, and copy this one, otherwise here it will become by default it will be data successfully updated, but if it says that implied will be 0, that means it will be added, otherwise it will return that updated message. So I'm going to return the message, okay, this two. Just look it. Now go to the index.cshtml. Here we will check that if data dot success means like if it's a true, then alert the message data dot message if it's success, else if it's a false, then create one div table, create one div here, so there it will display the message div. So use the bootstrap text danger, make a ID error message. I'm going to return that ID here. So I'm going to dot each function, the data dot error list. No, this one will be the error list only. Okay, error list. Then we're going to call callback function. First one will be the index, then value, add one variable where okay, I'm going to add this one as message plus equal to that value, or we have to add one break.